So next thing you know, he's like, "You're quite strong, my friend. And I'm glad you're taking good care of yourself." Nah, I'm gonna crash out. Yo, what up, Friendster? It's Lennester. Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, our homies at GameStop. Bro, raw meat is back in stock. I love this joint, I'm not gonna lie. The packaging's wild, but you know what? I love it, and shout out to Meat Canyon. I love that dude. But yeah, use code Lennester, get 20% off, and get you some of that meaty goodness. Alright, bro, let's get back to the story, because I got a crazy story to tell y'all. So, as you can see from my title, this is about to be crazy. And in all honesty, bro, I was contemplating even making this story, but nah, I'm gonna tell y'all. And I'm gonna start with the moral of the story way before the ending. And that moral being, I have patience. Let me explain with a quickie story. During the panini, my old man asked me to wait outside of a Home Depot. And at this point, you had to wait a solid 2 to 3 hours to pick up whatever item you needed. 2 to 3 hours, remember what I said. Bro, I stood there for 4 hours waiting to pick up some dang trucking motor oil. Nah, cause I'm sorry, bro. I need to vent about this like in IRL real quick. So I was out there, right? For, yeah, literally 4 hours outside and in the cold. This is around January, February, so it is really freaking cold. And I'm just waiting there, hoping, praying that like, man, this guy comes here with my order, comes here fast. And the crazy thing about it, this guy was taking his sweet time. So I'm gonna add some little context to it, just cause like I didn't even animate it, but I'm doing it right now. This dude was taking his sweetest time to like just get out those orders. And for whatever reason, I guess call it Canadian culture, people just like tried to line up. But little did they know, bro was not coming back with these orders. So it was a wild time. I mean, if you were trying to get something and trying to get out, I wish you the best, like God go with you, because I promise you, bro, you would have been there for a solid, like, you would have been there for a brick, freezing your nips off, man. It was wild. And shout out to the people who stayed, like me, who literally thugged it out from like the afternoon until pushing into the evening. But for everybody else who left, I don't blame y'all. Which was crazy. People were literally walking away, fed up and exhausted. Bro, I still stood there 10 toes tall for 4 hours straight. Like, that's practically a part-time shift. Now, mind you, what would you have done? Walked away? Well, there was actually two reasons I couldn't do that. Bro, I was literally in the middle of nowhere. And besides, do you know what my dad would have done if I had left? I would have been broken into multiple pieces and literally unrecognizable. Yo, I was a victim for real. Literally during the standing, one of the employees come up to me and they're like, "Sir, you've been here for several hours. Are you sure you wouldn't rather just head back home and we'll give you a call when your order's ready?" Nah, man, I'm sure. Thank you, though. Well, alright, you jackass. Patience. It's a virtue. Literally, to say the least, I have a crazy amount of patience when it comes to a lot of things, and especially in this situation. Because, bro, by the time I got my order for the 2 bottles of like trucker motor oil for my dad, I was like the last guy there. Everybody had just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go home, I'm just gonna wait. And the one guy just kind of looked at me, just like, "Bro, you're still here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, like, I can't leave for real until I get it." And he's like, "Alright, man, alright, you got it." So I guess for whatever it was, literally 4 hours later, he comes back to my order, and he's just like, "Alright, cool, here you go." And he's just like, "Dang." And then even when he gave me the thing, bro looked me in my eyes and said, "Me personally, I would have left." And I'm like, yo, bro, you think I wanted to be there? Like, you think I wanted to be enduring that, putting up with that? Hell no, man. I want to be home drawing cartoons, or I want to help, like, home, like, playing video games or watching anime. I didn't want to be, like, putting up with that. But like I said, I thugged it out, got it done, and yeah, patience, man. It's a virtue. I'm telling you, bro, it's a difficult skill to master, but your boys got it down pat. And with that being said, here's how it all ties into me literally getting grabbed fucking crazily by a random stranger. March 4th, 2016. March 4th, 2016. It was a typical Friday afternoon at GameStop. The fluorescent lights hummed overhead, casting creepy lighting on all the rows of video games and consoles. There was that one homeless guy outside eating a burrito. All seemed normal, except one small detail. It was the day Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD had officially dropped on the Nintendo Wii. Bro, it was insane and downright claustrophobic. Our store was packed. Like, literally, there were people there that you could tell they were either supposed to be at school or at work, and just said, "Yeah, screw it, dude, it's Zelda, I'm taking the entire day off." Not gonna lie, I respect those kind of people. They understand the assignment completely. So there I am, ringing folks out. My manager Bianca is crossing off certain pre-orders, making sure that everyone who bought a copy gets a copy, and that things are going silky smooth. We also had a new hire at the time. Her name is, well, let's just call her Summer, since she got hired in the summer. And not gonna lie, bro, she was hot! And the funny thing about Summer, she was basically Bianca's friend who got the job thanks to her, and I literally remember how she got it too. Girl, I am telling you, you literally already got the job, just leave it to me. Just one final detail I gotta wrap up. Oh my god, Mr. Minetti, are you losing weight? You look so good. Well, that's a fine observation. Thanks, Bianca. Yeah, bro, next thing you know, several days later, Summer was working here on part-time, but she was literally pulling full-time hours. Mind you, those were my full-time summer hours that she was also, like, siphoning off of, you know, but, like, at the end of the day, I just said, you know what, man? She's cool. She's a lot cooler than a lot of the other employees that we had before at that GameStop location, and it was fine, but, you know, Summer, as time goes on, you'll realize that she was really eccentric, and let me explain how. So, Summer's giving me a hand handling all these pre-orders, and dealing with customers, and crazy Karen moms. Just give us the freaking game so I don't gotta hear this little bastard talk! So, Bianca then asked me to get more copies from the back, and that to immediately check people's receipts in the lines before they come up to the front, basically to help with the whole pre-order process. So, I head into the back, grab the cases, come back to the front of the store, and mind you, at this point, the head rush amount of people who came in at first is starting to soften. Thank God. But it still was a lot to deal with even at that point. So tired. But here's where things get crazy. So this guy walks into our store, clearly balding, clearly looking a little bit disheveled, but it is what it is, wearing a faded Metallica t-shirt, and for whatever reason, this dude's looking around left and right as if he doesn't want to get in trouble for whatever he's trying to. Like, no joke, bro looked distressed. I don't know what it was. Like, he looked like he was kind of jittery. I'll never forget this. This is one of the weirdest interactions I ever had working at GameStop in my entire life. He just randomly walked in, and he's just kind of like shaking, and I'm just like, alright bro, like, but you know, I kind of was able to assess what was going on, but I'm like, you know, he might just have something going on, whatever the case may be. Maybe he just wants to get a game like everybody else, and, you know, he's just going to be cool about it and keep it pushing. Yo, if only I was right to do. And after working at GameStop for so long, you literally learn how to read customers' body language, so you can always tell when someone's about to be on some bullshit. And trust me, this guy was gunning to be on that timing. So he comes over to me, and I put on my fake I care about my job customer service employee voice. Hey there, need any help finding something? And this guy just looks me up and down, kind of grunts, and says, hey brother, you got any good recommendations? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, the new Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess just came out, and I, for one, highly recommend it. Yeah, I'll get one of those games. Okay, sure. And while I go to grab it, and randomly out of nowhere he says, God, you got them big arms, don't you, brother? You work out a lot, huh? Not really. Between school and work, who has the time, right? Clearly uncomfortable, but bro, when working in customer service, it is what it is, so I was just trying to get through that transaction and go about my life. Well, obviously you do. I mean, look at these daddy arms. This dude reaches over the fucking counter and grabs my forearm, then grabs my bicep with the other arm. Look at that peak. Literally, this happened. I'm not even lying. Like, someone tell me, what are daddy arms? Like, oh my, I don't have dad. Like, okay, yeah, they're kind of whatever, right? But like, I don't get it. He said he was literally like, look at those daddy arms, and he's just like, oh my gosh, and holy shit, literally he grabbed my hand here, and then he grabbed my my bicep, and I'm just like, yo, what is going on right now? And I couldn't believe it because after the whole like by the end of the video, I'm gonna fill it all in, but like. When that happened at that moment, I was just devastated. I couldn't believe what was going on. I'm just like, wait, what? Never in any job in my life, bro, have I been grabbed, touched, or even like whatever by like a random customer. That's never happened before. So to see that happen in real time the way it did was crazy. I don't even care. It was so weird. And literally, I'm just there like getting like grabbed. And the funny thing about it is while it's going on, I can feel myself just getting more and more like, yo, I'm about to crash out. Yo, I'm finna crash out. I don't know. But yeah, literally happened. Super crazy. Side note, let me know if that ever happened to you. Probably not, but yeah, let's continue with this. Gosh, you're good, brother. God, you're probably dripping in kitten. I was shocked at first, but My surprise immediately turned into rage, and I jerked back to get my arm. And don't be lying, bro, I know y'all would have done the exact same thing. So next thing you know, he's like, "You're quite strong, my friend. I'm glad you take good care of yourself." Nah, I'ma crash out, bro. I don't care. I'ma just fade his ass, give everyone in that room the finger, and walk out with a copy of Legend of Zelda I did not pay for. Let go now! I tell you, the way this dude let go of my arm after Summer put some bass and authority in her voice, you gotta love a woman who can stand on business, bro. Bidika then rushes over, and Summer goes right up to this dude and is like, "You do not touch anybody without their permission, male or female." Quickly following up with Bidika like, "Get out, or I'm gonna throw you out." And the dude quickly turns around and just walks away. I don't know, bro. I was just kind of like after the whole thing, so I'm just kind of like staring there. And, yo, yeah. Next time, just knock his ass out, Lenny. I got you with a bill, man. Okay. Yeah, I was still in shock about the entire thing. I'm serious. Don't ever think you have to hold back for guys like him. Okay. Summer then gives me the craziest side hug, literally almost suffocating me. Good talk, man. We'll get a beer after work. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did not know what to say next after that. Not gonna lie, I was still kinda hot after the whole situation. Like, I literally left my shift that day pissed, and I just dipped. But yeah, for whatever thing, they said that dude was probably on some type of drugs. That's why I was like freaking out and tripping out the way he was. And apparently, he likes to hobble from store to store, and he just so happens to choose ours because there was so much body traffic coming in and out because of the whole like launch of Zelda that day. And yeah, in all honesty, it was weird, but there's literally a lot of crazy scenarios that took place while I was working at GameStop that I just kind of like said, yeah, that's customer service. And that is 100% why you'll never catch me working in that type of industry ever again. It's just too much shit, man. I did that for like 4 years. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on this situation. I literally got grabbed by a creepy dude, and I was literally about to like deck him in his face, and I just didn't do it. So let me know what you guys think about this. I actually kind of dig the whole new like me talking to y'all via like IRL and adding to my story. It gives it more substance, it makes it more fun and interactive. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. And of course, you know the drill, guys. Like, comment, subscribe to really help your boy out. Check out the second channel if you want, man. I got a couple of videos on there. You're gonna see me screaming my ass off playing some cool horror games. You're gonna see me reacting to some wild shit that people keep recommending me. And yeah, a lot of good times ahead. Of course, man, don't forget, use code Lennester, get 20% off your gamer subs. I'm not editing this, bro. Your gamer subs. And of course, man, I will talk to y'all soon. Take care, man, and have yourselves a damn good one. All right, later.